How we doing? Hi. Let me just go ahead and get things going. I was testing some stuff out to see if I could sit in front of my computer while I get things going. And the answer is yes. Whippy, congrats on getting first. Hello. And Steve, hello. And Zala, hello. And Salem, hello. And Bear, hello. How are we doing? We're going to go ahead and get ourselves going because I'm Eepy. And also, for some reason, my right hand keeps turning off. So, my apologies if I suddenly lose tracking with one hand. Whoop. Dwed, hello, thank you for the offering. Let me just get everything going here. There we go. Okay. And then we can get walking. So, how are we doing today? That happens, yeah. I need to figure out, because it started doing this at the end of last stream too. But, I gotta figure out what's going on, because it's like every like 2 or 3 minutes it's turning off. So I'm gonna try to just turn it back on every time. But if that doesn't work, we will see what happens. Indra, hello, how are we doing? So yeah, we're just gonna get straight into walking. Because, I'll be honest, I actually haven't done a whole lot of walking outside of streams for a little bit. A little bit. And it's because I've been working outside a lot. The garden that I've been working on is finally starting to not quite bear fruit, but it's bearing flowers, which is like the next best thing. Oh man, my hand turned off like 2 times in a row, so we'll see how this works. I might just like keep one hand down and we'll see how it works. The problem is it's my right hand, which is my main gesturing hand. So we'll see how it works out. I think it's because... Oh, whoa, that was that. It's because I'm kind of like off to the right more than I was the first time I did this. And so there's only one base station that can see this hand. And so it's like, oh, if it disappears, then it's gone forever. It's gotta do that to grow the fruit. Yeah, exactly. Oh, snap, it's the booby man. That's me. I do that. They're right here. Hey, Steve, how we doing? So yeah, the garden has been going well. We're getting some flowers, and I've got like little tomato berries that are starting to grow. Okay, I tried keeping my hand up where the base stations could see it, and it's still turned off. So we'll see how that works out. I'm just gonna keep this down here, and if it stops moving, then whatever. I'll just have to gesture with my left hand, which feels weird. I guess for you it's my right hand, but I don't know. Things are weird. Things and stuff. Lots of bouncy around here. That's the whole point. That's what I'm here for. To provide entertainment while I do a funky little walk. A gay little walk, if you will. Hey, there's that bouncy. Thank you, Zala. So yeah, I've been doing that. I've been going out every day and taking care of them. We're at the stage where I need to like really focus in on making sure that the things that are growing grow well. Because I have been focusing on like getting the whole thing to grow in the first place, which was a little touch and go for a little bit, but we got there. But now we're at the stage where it's like, hey, the things that you are growing need to like produce fruit. And for some of them, it's very easy. Like the tomatoes, super easy. They're what is known as self-pollinating, which means that they can go fuck themselves. And what that means is basically they produce both male and female flowers, and the pollen just kind of like hops between the flowers. So you don't really have to worry about it. You just kind of give them a shake to get the pollen going, and then you're good. Orkin can't listen to the sounds of you stepping on the floor and on me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll get there. But yeah, so that's easy. The green beans that I planted are getting like a couple of beans. I'm not expecting a big harvest from those because they got a little like heat damaged before I was able to plant them. So a bunch of leaves fell off. But I should get like a couple of beans from them, and I'll be able to make something out of it. Maybe replant them, I don't know. But the ones that are giving me trouble are I have I have cucumbers, and I have squash. I have cucumbers and winter squash. And the problem with those is they are not self-pollinating. You have to go and manually do it because for some reason, the bees around here don't know what to do with them. So it's just like I see the bees buzzing around and then they do not go for those particular flowers. So I gotta do it. I gotta sit in the cuck chair with the plants. And the issue for those that I've been noticing is the male and female flowers bloom at different times. And it's fucked up because I'm like, okay, so you get the pollen from the male flower and a little Q-tip or a little like paintbrush, and you like move the pollen from the male flower to the female flower. And that sounds easy, except that the female flowers are blooming and the male flowers aren't. And from what I've read, the male flowers are supposed to bloom first, and they haven't done that. I have not seen a single male flower like this entire season. So what I ended up having to do, because the other thing with the squash at least, is the female flowers bloom for like 1 day, and then after that they fall off. So it's like I got one shot. So I had to do surgery on a flower. I had to find a male flower, which if you've never done it before, is extremely difficult. They do not make it easy. So I had to look at a bunch of pictures of what male winter squash flowers look like, and then be like, okay, is it this one? Is it this one? Is this one? And then eventually I found one. And then I had to like pick that flower off and then peel it. I had to like peel the immature petals off to get to the pollen on the inside. And I got like the littlest, tiniest bit of pollen. And I was just like, okay, just get it in there. Just do something, please. So I did that, and I'm hoping that works. If the flower is still blooming tomorrow, I'll try again. But it's really just like, man, I can't believe I got incel plants. And then the cucumbers are supposed to be a little easier. They bloom a little longer, but I do still have to like do that manual like pollinating. And those ones, I don't even know where the male flowers are. Like I was looking at it and I was like, that one could be, but that one could be. And that one looks like, that one's got like the bulb, which means it's a female flower, but maybe it's a femboy flower. I don't know. Bees, nannies, flowers are out of scope. That's pretty much it. Like I watch the bees and they're like, oh, we're going over to these native plants and these native plants and these plants that you got like on your porch. And then they like fly by the plants that I like, the food plants, and they just keep going. Just like, nah, that ain't our job. We don't do that. I really gotta figure out this hand thing. Oh, okay, there we go. Like I don't know what it is. Like, and it's only this hand. It's my right hand, which I use for all my gesturing. And for some reason, this is the one that is just like, I'm just gonna fall asleep. I don't know why. I think I need to resync it. I think what happens is like it falls asleep because it's like, oh, I sent out a signal and I didn't get anything back, even though it's moving around. Yep, there it goes. It just turned off. And it's been charging. It's been charging like since last stream. So I don't know what is doing this. I really hope I don't have to get a new like index controller. These things are expensive. I don't want to get a new one. And I don't think that Valve will let me like send this one back in for repair. It might. I don't know, because this is not like, I didn't buy this one from Valve. I like swapped this one for a friend. Like I had the Vive, and he got the Index, and his room was not big enough for the Index, so we just did a swap. We did like a little like VR headset swap, and Redeem work doesn't seem bigger. They should be bigger. It's just very subtle for the first couple of ones. It scales up, don't worry. Usually we got like 5 people redeeming it. So yeah, I'm really hoping that I can get the hand to figure itself out. Room was fine, PC was not. That was it. The PC wasn't able to handle it. Bear's the one that I got the got this index from. So yeah, I'm hoping I can get this to work out. Oh, my phone is making noise at me. I hope that didn't come... It might have come through. I don't know. It's not my responsibility what noises you hear. There we go. One of Bear's old VR sets, which is how I got mine. Yeah, we've done a whole bunch of swaps. This is the advantage of when we all had disposable income and was just like, hey, let's get things. And then if it doesn't work, we're just going to hand them over. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this this hand tracker. I really hope that I really don't want to have to just go with one hand for a while, but I might have to because like this one is fully charged. It's been charging for a week. So it's not like dying from low charge. I don't know. Very subtle. Let me actually check and make sure that's working because it's supposed to play a sound effect too. I don't think I heard it that time. Oh. And my hand lost tracking as soon as I started walking away. Yeah, we're just going to take this as an opportunity to try and figure out what's going on with the hand tracking too. Why not? Hello. Hand is going to go over here so I can use my mouse. All right, let me check and see what's going on. Make sure that you're getting your titties. If I just check my things here. Like we're doing it live. Yeah, because it's going to bother me otherwise. Yeah, they should be going up. Let me just do a little manual redeem here and make sure. Yeah, they work. The titties are functional. All right, and then for the tracking, what is going on with you? What the hap is fucking? Alright, so we turn it on. It says that it's searching, it's currently tracking. And then if I just wait a little bit, it should turn off again. The hap is freaking. Hi, Salem. That's exactly what's going on. I'm trying... Okay, so not currently tracking. Now it's tracking. I'm trying to troubleshoot an issue with my hand tracking, where one of my hands keeps turning off. It seems like it's okay now. But if I set it down... Wait for it. Not currently tracking. Okay, I'm gonna move it. My hands are gonna be a little weird because I want to make sure that it is where the where all the sensors can see it. So it's gonna be going into my body for a little bit. Still says it's currently tracking. And there it goes. It just turned off. So there was no indication on my computer that there was any issue. Like it's just going from okay to disconnected. Maybe I can just do a funky little Google real quick. Man, I really don't want this to just be a troubleshooting stream. I was hoping to just do my walk because it's been a minute since I was able to do a walk. Let's see here. Index controller turning itself off. Right, and its controller keeps turning itself off. Okay. Update drivers in Windows. Reinstall Steam VR. Find the power management system in developer settings. Fully charge both controllers, and then it will work for 3 hours. That I don't want to do all of that. Hmm. Seems like most people are just fixing it by letting it charge, which tells me that for most people, it's actually just they're not charging it all the way. Try doing a hard reset. Unplug it and hold down the power system for 15 seconds, then release. Power the controller on again. Okay. We're trying. We're holding the power button. "15 seconds is a long time. You never realize it until you have to actually wait for that amount of time." Okay, so now it's on. Hi, Juno. Juno is here because I'm sitting. All right, now we have hand tracking. And we're gonna just leave it a little bit. We're just gonna have my thumb sticking out. Just like that. We're waiting for it. I'm surprised by how much talking can occur in just 10 seconds. Yeah, 10 seconds is a long time. It's weird. Like 10, 15 seconds feels like it should be nothing until you have to fill that space. Okay, hi, Juno. No, you cannot steal. Okay, it seems like the hand tracking is working now. So we're going to get back to it. And we'll see if it dies again. Juno, I'm standing up. You gotta move. You gotta move, buddy. You can't stand on me as I'm standing up. This is not going to work. As they say, talking is a free action. Exactly. Talking is nothing. All right, Juno has decided he's going to lay down on my chair, which is fine because I'm not using it. All right. You had better work. Let's get back to walking. All right, so what do we got to talk about today? What kind of medical issues are we going to talk about today? Actually, what if we had like a stream where we didn't talk about medical issues? That'd be wild, right? We never do that. I'm going to turn the speed up a little bit. Hi, Hoa! Hello. How we doing? I just had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're back at it now. Is micromastia a medical issue? No, it's a gift. Unless you're not into that. Tell me how cute Lulin is. Wah! Speaking of cute, I have been working on a thing. I've actually been working on two things. So, I got a new base model. This is not it. This is the old one. But I got a new base model. You might have seen me yelling about it on Blue Sky last week. And I bought it, and I've been getting everything set up. And I've gone on a journey with this thing. Oh, there it goes. I just lost tracking again. All right, we're not gonna worry about this. We're just gonna leave it, and we'll figure it out later. But yeah, so I got a new base model, and I've been doing some work on it. The main thing that I've been doing is like doing some proportion and like silhouette updates. And you might wonder, what the fuck does that mean? So the main thing is kind of updating the brand, so to speak. And by that, I mean I'm making the titties bigger. Like the base size is going to go up because, let's be honest, might as well, right? Like, if that's going to be my thing, I might as well just up the base size and then up the other sizes appropriately. It will be able to go down. It do go down. So all sizes will still be canon. You don't have to worry about that. But yeah, so we're upping the base size, and then max size will also go up. Minimum size will go down to flat. I was able to get that to work. And let me tell you, it's really cute, but it's weird to think that that's me. The other thing, yay, yeah, woo! The other thing is I have learned there is so much more technology out there when it comes to like doing the outfit stuff, because I was trying to figure out like, okay, can I like make my current outfits fit this new model? Can I readjust things so that it fits? But then I have to redo the weight painting, and I hate doing weight painting. Weight painting sucks. So I was like, how do I make this work? And it turns out there's a tool to do it for you. There is a tool on Booth. It's called what is it? Mochi something. Mochi Matcher, Mochi Morph, something like that. But basically what you do is you can buy profiles for your models, for like the base model. So like this model is the is Celestia. The new one is Ichigo. And so you buy the profiles for those two. They're like $3 each. And then you can convert any assets for one model into the other model. Even if like the original model creator didn't make it for that model, it just like, it figures, it's like, okay, this is the proportions, this is the weight painting, and it just does that for you. It just automatically does that conversion. And so like I spent maybe 5 hours trying to do the sculpting myself to make the outfit fit. And then I gave up, and then I tried this tool and it was 10 minutes and it worked first try. So that makes things a lot easier. So I've been doing that this week. I've been doing that like this week and a little bit of last week, like over the weekend. And I think I'm aiming to have that model ready to go by the end of this week. At least with one outfit. I'll have my main outfit done with that one by the end of this week. I might try to also have this outfit ready to go on launch, but right now, step one is get the base model done, get the outfit done, do all the physics, and then face tracking. Face tracking has been the toughest thing with this one, because so what I have is it's called AR kit tracking. It is like 52 different expressions, and it's like micro expressions. So it's like how like the angle of the eyes, like the tilt of the mouth, one side of the mouth going back further, eyebrows raising and lowering, that kind of stuff. And for some reason, even though I got an AR kit like conversion for this new model, it doesn't have all of those blend shapes. It has similar blend shapes, but they're named differently. And by named differently, I mean like named really differently. Like it seems like they're for a completely different thing. And the thing that I'm concerned about is if I try to do the face tracking with those, it's going to be all like out of whack, and I'll end up looking like an SFM animation. So that's gonna be the thing that I spend a lot of time trying to like calibrate. I think it's gonna be something that mostly happens on Warudo's end, is doing that calibration and getting the sensitivity right. SFM Moon. Hi, Viking. Yeah. So that's gonna be the thing that probably takes the longest with this new model. And I'm not gonna do like a full re-debut. There's no point in doing a full re-debut for this thing, because like the only thing that will be different is the body. Like the outfit's still gonna be the same. It's not a new character. It's not new lore. So it'll just be like a hey, new model's live, and then blam. All right, we're turning it up again. We're spending a little less time with each speed increase because I yapped for a while. That's as many as 2 10 days. Exactly. 20 is like 2 10s. Wow. So yeah, that will come out. And the other thing, this is like not even officially started yet. It's like I got all of the assets like lined up and into a Blender project. But I'm working on my first Kit Bash model commission, which will be very cool and fun. And that one I'm hoping will not take that long. Like I'm kind of using this new model to kind of time myself and say like, okay, how long does it actually take for me to do this? And the answer seems to be about 2 weeks. Like I started working on the new model like last, what was that, Thursday or Friday? And hoping to have it done by this weekend. I wonder who it's for. It could be for anyone. It could be for anyone if they wanted to share. So yeah, I'm kind of using this as a timer. I'm expecting this this commissioned one to be a little longer because it's a little more complex. There's some more work that needs to go into it. There's some stuff that I have not done before. I need to figure out, but I'm hoping that it'll be pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And then after that, I think it's just gonna be like back to normal, at least for a little bit. I'll have to get my other outfits. Everything plexing. No, it's not your fault. It's okay. Pata pata pata. It's just a new thing. And also like the anxiety of having a thing that I am making for someone else. I'm gonna like just recalibrate my my tracking real quick because I feel like I'm leaning forward a lot. So we're gonna just do that real quick. And I apologize if things pop up on the screen. I don't remember if they're going to or not. No, we're good. Well, now I'm over here. Bear, thank you for the resub. Ho, ho, ho. We're just doing a little recalibration here. Oh, my hand turned off while I was doing the calibration and now everything's fucked up. I really gotta figure out what's going on with this. Okay, so one of the things that I did see while I was doing my little search is that you can get like a replacement battery for the index controllers. And so that might be the way to go. Oh, my hands are like way out of alignment there. Hang on. We're gonna get there, chat. Don't worry. Man, I feel bad that this stream is like 90% scuff. I know that's just how like VTuber streams and streams in general go. But man, I would really like for it to work the way that it should. Is that right? I think that's close enough. I'm trying to get it so that my hand lays naturally and it feels like it's laying backwards. Entering recalibration space. We are. Who the fuck started a hype train on my twitch.tv? How dare. Little T-pose. We are T-posing for dominance and also for repair. All right, that's as good as we're gonna get. I'm not gonna even worry about it anymore. This has become more effort than I feel like doing. Whoa, leg. Stick my leggy out real far. Yeah, I'm hoping that a lot of this gets easier once we have the updated, improved full body tracking, but also like, I want to look into like better hand tracking, like glove style tracking. All right, what have I missed in chat? We're entering calibration space. Yeah. I'd like for it to work the way that it should. Everyone who's ever had to deal with any tech. Yeah, remember when technology worked the way that technology was supposed to work? And it wasn't like, well, it works kind of like this, but not really. I'm trying to look respectfully, but FYI, every time something breaks, you have to recalibrate stuff. An eye full of cleavage. Listen, it's definitely an accident and not on purpose. I would never use use technology breaking as an excuse to show off the goods, you know? So don't apologize. Okay, I understand. Robbie, why are you reducing me? Why would you do this? That's just a screen full. I see how it is. I see how it is. SMH my head. Let's see, what else is there? What was I talking about before tracking things? Right, model stuff. I don't know how the like I definitely want to get. Oh, we're just doing violence, huh? You know that there's a limit on how small everything can get, right? Like, we're at the minimums now. I start off at minimum when the stream starts. We do not get smaller than this. There's always time to get a handful of everything. Exactly. Whoa! Wyken, thank you for gifting a sub to Illith. Thank you, thank you. Wah, 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 wah. Shrinks you, shrinks you, shrinks you. Ah! I'm being reduced. Yeah, I really gotta figure this thing. I might just try getting a replacement battery after the stream. The good news is that, like, there's a floor to how small things can get, so it's not gonna go into the negatives. There we go. See? And now the war begins. Begun. The Booba Wars have. But yeah, as far as commissions go, I don't know. I kind of like for it to be like an ongoing thing, but also like I gotta figure out my my idiosyncrasies, my mental issues when it comes to taking commissions. Because the thing that I know about myself is if I take money for a thing, it instantly becomes like stressful. Idiot summon, that's the one. Idiosyncrasies, that's the one. Thank you. It was complete. I must go. My lunch needs me. I believe in you and your lunch. But yeah, I gotta figure those things out, because the moment I take money for anything, I instantly get stressed out. It instantly becomes like a like sort of Damocles thing swinging over my head, and it freaks me out. And I don't know why, except for the fact that I only understand taking money for things in the context of having a full-time job. And when you have a full-time job, it's like, all right, you have your work, you have a deadline. If you don't meet the deadline, that messes up everything. And so it's like there's like that level of responsibility that my brain jumps to. And it's like, I know I don't have to do that. It's not necessary. Like, I can just like do the thing and set like a timeline that is far enough away. I have plenty of time to do it. But like, I'm so used to when I do things for other people that isn't my actual job, that's like, I don't want it to be a thing that takes a year. I don't want it to be like there's no deadline and so I just don't do it. I don't want it to be there's a deadline that I set too close and then have to rush to finish. So it's like trying to figure that out. I think that part of it is just I need to do it more. It makes sense. You probably care about the person. Money's evolved. It's easier, bad feelings faster. Yeah, exactly. Like the models that I did for Steve and Blippi, I refused to take money for. Blippi, I allowed to put money in to buy the model, but like for those, it was like I made them because I wanted to be able to use them in renders. And so it was like, in that case, it's easy to like partition off of my brain. It's like, this is a project for me. And therefore, my incentive is to get it done quickly so I can use them. But the moment money is involved, the moment that like someone hands me a dollar bill, then it's like, oh man, now they're relying on me. Now I'm on their timeline. And so it's like, I know, like, for people who do like model commissions as a living, they're meant to exist in a world with money, exactly. But also, because we do, we have to figure out how to exist in it in a way that doesn't break our brains. So it's like, I want to get into a healthy place with this whole commission thing. And hopefully like get to a place where I can do it for more people. Like it's not just a thing where people have to like seek me out and already have like a pre-established relationship with me to then be able to do. But also like, I don't know, working with new people is scary. Like I don't want to have their expectations run up to my actual skill level, because it's the whole like, what is it? Is it Dunning-Kruger effect? What's the thing where it's like the graph of your perceived skill and your what is it? Like your actual skill and your perceived skill, and it's like they like cross each other like this. It's not Dunning-Kruger. Dunning-Kruger is when you think you know more than you actually do. It's it's like a graph of artist's skill in doing thing and artist's knowledge of what looks good. And it's like as your artistic skill increases, your ability to tell what looks good increases at a faster rate. Oh, my hand is losing tracking as I'm trying to do this. Skill case. Yeah. So it's like your knowledge of what looks good always goes up. Like it keeps going at the same rate, but your artistic skill goes up in steps. And so it's like when you're at a place where it's like your artistic skill and your ability to tell what looks good, when they intersect, and lost tracking again. When they intersect like this, then in the artist's brain, your artistic skill goes down. Like your actual skill doesn't go down, but your perceived skill, your self-perceived skill, goes down. And it's fucked up. So I'm kind of at that point. Oh, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this while I'm trying to walk. Reykjaviks? Is it Reykjaviks? Please let me know if I got that right. And thank you. Welcome to thank you for the follow. Welcome to the cabin. It's me. I've written so much less since I did in high school, and I perceive every single flaw in my prose. Understandable. Oh well. My name is Lone Kanshi Bari. I'm your highest rated local forest deity. And today we're doing a funky little walk, which actually we will be cutting this off in like maybe 15-20 minutes, because I gotta take the trash out. Make sure that it is where the trash people can get to it before they get here. There's no agreed upon name for it yet. I see. Was I correctly? Congrats, first person to do that first try today. Wow. I mean, I did look at it for a while, so I'm glad that I got there. All right, because we're speed running this walking, we're gonna turn the speed up. So yeah, the saying gives, remember that the first drafts are called that because the plan is to get it out there, make it better. This is not having written for a long time because it's just getting right in the first draft. See, that's the problem, is like, okay, so I have a complicated relationship with platitudes like that. Because yes, they are technically correct, but also no one follows them. So it's like, does it really matter if the platitude is correct if it is not followed? It's like the intellectual version of a desire path. Have you ever heard of those? Have you ever like seen a desire path? You probably have. You know, like you've got like a sidewalk, right? You got a sidewalk going this way, and then it like has a cross section here. So you've got like a little T section, and then lots of people want to go from this way to going that way. And so what happens is you get this this worn path along of just like worn dirt. It goes like shoop. It like cuts off the T, so it's just like it curves it out. That's a desired path. It's when the want to do the thing is outweighing the rules around the thing. You, as people who are raised to follow instructions, we see sidewalk and we see other sidewalk, and we're like, okay, we follow the sidewalk, and then we follow the sidewalk. But our desire says we can save time if we just like go straight, across, or if we curve across. And so platitudes like first draft is for getting onto the paper, or like what is it? Perfect is the enemy of good. Like that kind of stuff. They always bother me because people say that. Like people will spout it and then they won't follow it because the desire is to get it right the first time. Because you have in your head what you want it to look like. And then you try to put that into physical space where people can see it. And you always try to do it right the first time. Because you know what it looks like in your head. And it's like, if I can just get what's in my head onto physical space, then we're good. Then we're golden. I don't have to worry about it anymore. And then you just keep doing the first draft until you get there. That's kind of self-defeating for me because I like to make callbacks to old scriptive wording and stuff I revealed in an earlier section. Can't go for it until I have an earlier section perfect. Completely restarted writing projects multiple times. Yeah. So, I totally get that. For me, what I have to do is I have to like do the programmer thing. The programmer thing of, does it complete the requirements of the project? Did we do what was written that we said we were going to do when we started this? And if we have done that, it's done. You don't touch it again. You release it, and then you do updates. Yeah, I have to literally be like, what is the bare minimum product? What is the bare minimum thing I need to do in order to say this is done? And that's worked out, because that's what's gotten me to be able to do so. Why am I leaning? Hello? I'm rotated. What's happening here? Hang on, we're gonna just recalibrate, because for some reason I've got the Battlefield Earth thing going on where the camera has been tilted. So we're gonna just do a quick little recalibration. I wish I could set up recalibration on a hotkey, so I can just do it whenever I need to. Oh well. My hand lost tracking again as I was doing the calibration. I'm so upset. Yeah, it's all fucked up. We're gonna get there, chat. I'll be a real streamer someday. Lost tracking again. Yeah, I'm gonna, after this stream, I'm gonna just look up what a more permanent solution is, and we'll do that. It'll probably be buying a new battery. Pat, you like this? You like this angle? I'm just getting water. This is totally normal. Okay, back to walking. We've got like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Water, sure. It is. I was drinking water. Didn't you hear me? Did you hear me go gulp gulp? Oh, I've still got my tracking stuff on the screen. Hang on. Sorry, I just realized I still have like the VR tracking markers visible. Let me get rid of that. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for legalizing it. I'm not doing another sip because we got going. We gotta do things. I'm told that I write like a programmer, I program like a writer. The second is because I put funny commentary on the program experience in the code comments. Understandable. I have also been told that I write like a programmer because a lot of the way that I used to write was condition. It was basically like written as like if-then statements. So it's like condition, or like a scenario, condition, variable, and then result. And that's how I wrote. Then I just take time to make stuff work. See, that's the thing, is if I give myself infinite time, nothing gets done. I am not the kind of person who works well with absolute freedom. I need some kind of restriction in order to make sure that the thing gets done. I need a deadline. Because if I'm just like, oh, it'll be done when it's done, then no, it won't. It will not be done when it's done. It will never be done. It will sit there. And then it'll keep sitting there. And my citation for that is sitting over there. It's all my Warhammer stuff. If I say, yeah, that'll get done, like, eventually, it'll sit there. I have not touched it since the last time I did a Warhammer stream. Insightful analysis I got on my writing is that I absolutely 100% need every sentence to serve its purpose, sometimes multiple purposes. Yeah, that's something I had to unlearn back when I was writing fiction. Is the idea of every sentence having a meaning and therefore no sentence can be cut. I had to learn how to write filler. How to just like write a thing that's not important to the plot or to the characters, but just exists for its own purpose. And let me tell you, I was not good at that. It's not good at it at all. But it was a good experience because the thing that like I think people miss out on, especially like nowadays, when it's so easy to like to be a critic of everything, is that you get better, you enjoy things better when you know how they're made. When you know how hard it is to do a thing, when you know, like, when you yourself have experience with doing something, you enjoy it more. And that's because you're not just getting the surface level, oh, pretty pictures, pretty words. Wow, so cool. Juno. Hey. Juno. No. Get down. Juno's trying to steal my my snack for later. Why are you telling me to stop shrimping? I'm literally standing up. I'm gonna rest of the stream. Get back to working. Same with Daddy. Okay, have fun. I'm gonna squeeze some implied exposition into script sentences. Yeah, I get that. So like, you enjoy things more when you know how they're done. And I think that's true of everything. You enjoy food more when you know how to cook. You enjoy stories more when you know how to write. Or not when you know how, when you have experience. You don't have to be good at it, is the thing. Like, hot take, you don't need to be an expert to know it's good. You don't need to be an expert to make a thing. If you, like, okay, so when I was in college, my, like, capstone project, the thing that I did to prove that I had paid attention to all my classes and that I was ready to join the workforce was I made a video game. I made a super simple, like, 2D video game in Unity, because Unity 2D had just come out at the time, back in the 1970s. And I made a video game. And the whole idea was, like, it was a teaching video game. So I made the game utilizing concepts that I had learned in another class. And then I took that game, And then I had other people play it. And afterwards, I gave them a survey of like, what did you learn? What was the purpose of this? And so I had data. And then I gave a presentation on what I learned from that project, what the process of making the thing was, what the process of doing the research was. And after doing all of that, I had a newfound appreciation for video games, because fuck, that was hard. I went right down to the wire on getting the game done, because it was like, oh, it's what was it? I gave myself like 3-4 months to do that capstone project, and I was like, oh, you can do the game in like 2 months, and then have 2 months to do the testing and get the results, and then I can do another draft of the game, and then I can go back and do another round of testing. And that did not happen. It took me like 3.5 months of my 4 months to finish the video game, and even then, it was not completely finished. It was like 70-80% there. And then I had like 2 weeks to do the testing and analysis, and I sped through that. But I got my degree, so it obviously worked out. But the point of all of this is I got a newfound appreciation for video games, because I now knew how hard they were, and I had a newfound understanding of like the process of getting data from people. Because one of the things that I learned from doing that is, man, human beings are not good sources of data. We kind of suck at giving data that you need for getting things done. Because like, I had people play the video game, and then like after they've played it, I had like an in-person interview thing where it was like, hey, so what did you think? What did you learn? Like what did you think? Did you learn? What did you learn? What feedback would you give to teach it better? And people are too nice, and they did not give me any good information in the oral interview. When I gave them the survey, they were a little nicer, or they were a little more like giving me real information. But they also were still trying to be nice, because they didn't want me to feel bad about making a video game that did not do the thing that I wanted to. But I didn't want them to be nice. I wanted them to give me real information. Hot take: food tastes better when it's made by someone else. I don't agree with that. I like the taste of my own cooking. I think that I cook better than like 90% of people that have cooked for me. But that's a personal thing. Side COVID cut off my senior year, so I never did capstone. Aw. They're bad at things in general. That depends. I don't think people are bad at things in general. I think that people let their social and parasocial interactions cloud their factual experiences, which is just an actual thing that happens. Actually pretty good at identifying what they have problems with, something, and are terrible at figuring out what the problem is. Yes. Like, people will say, oh, this game is unbalanced. What's unbalanced about it? It's bad. Okay, but what's actually unbalanced about it? If you can tell me what's unbalanced, I can fix it. Well, it's the thing, you know? Just fix it. Fix the unbalanced part. Make it balanced, and then it's good. Can you tell that I've been spending a lot of time in the Warhammer forums recently? Just make the thing good, and then it'll be good. Cool, thanks. That solves so many problems. Okay. Another like 4 or 5 minutes, and then that'll probably be the end of stream. Oh god. Okay. I don't think the game balance is actually a thing that's possible. I will one-up you on that one. I don't think game balance is a good thing to strive for. I think that we should give up on the idea of a game being balanced being a sign that it's good. I can't balance them being bad at the game. Yeah, so that's the thing, is I think this is my hot take. This is my hottest of hot video game takes. Esports Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So when esports became a big thing back in the like late 2000s, early 2010s, like Overwatch was coming out, League was big, like Dota was big, all of these esports where the idea was you have a game that is like baseline, everything is balanced, and then it's just player skill determines what is the best, who is the best. That fucked up video games. It fucked them up so badly because now everything has to balance out to like an equivalent of 0, and nothing is allowed to be asymmetrical. Nothing is allowed to be like, oh, this is like low, like your skill floor is low, but your skill ceiling is also low, where it's like, oh, this is easy to pick up, but you are not going to be rewarded for getting good at it. Zero-sum gaming, exactly. Saying, no, it's unbalanced, but how to balance it, I'm not sure on. I play a lot of competitive board games. All my favorites are asymmetrical in some way, and the best are the ones unbalanced on purpose. Yeah, so it's like, hey, Parkour. It's like, take something like, okay, so I grew up with like Age of Empires, right? Age of Empires is not balanced. It was not a balanced game. It still is not a balanced game. There are some factions that are just strictly better than other factions. There are some units that are just strictly better than other units. And that is okay. That was perfectly fine because you're playing it for fun. The goal was, are you having fun playing the video game? If the answer is yes, then you did a good job. With Overwatch, I can definitively say each character is balanced against every other character. Each tank is balanced against every other tank. Each DPS is balanced against every other DPS. If you put the pluses and minuses for each character into a calculator, they all come out to the same number. They all come out as 0. But I have yet to find a single Overwatch character that has a gameplay pattern where I say, I am having the most fun playing this one. I cannot point at an Overwatch character and say, you are the one that is fun to play. Because everything bounces out to 0. There is no reward for playing the character that is bad. There is no skill ceiling for playing the character that is just good. War of the Ring, the child player has a huge advantage, but it's very slow, which makes playing as free people feel like a life or death struggle against an inexhaustible wall of orcs. Yeah, stuff like that. Which is exactly what it should feel like. That's how Lord of the Rings is. Yeah. So, like, if I'm... Oh, man. My tracking is making me lean again. That's all right. We're getting close to the end of the stream anyway. If I am trying to play a game in which there are multiple play styles, I want to gravitate towards the one that is most fun for me. The one that I will enjoy playing over and over. And most of modern gaming does not provide that. Most of modern gaming provides an experience where every character is viable and every character bounces to 0. Or every option, every faction, every choice you can make is balanced out to 0. And unfortunately, what that causes is a scenario where it's a weird thing. Having it so that everything bounces out evenly makes it so that there are best choices. Because now, anything that is not perfectly balanced to 0, if it's like a 0.1% up, that's the best choice. There's no point in choosing anything else. You choose the best one. Choose the one that is not balanced to 0. Because it's just a numerical advantage. It is just strictly better. So it's like, oh, in Overwatch, your opponents are really mobile and able to go around the map. Choose Mei. Mei is the best choice for locking down an area because she is the only one that has that 0.1% advantage. If you want to control when enemies are allowed to like come towards you, you can choose Roadhog, because Roadhog is the only one that has that 0.1 advantage of I point at you and you are now engaging, whether you want to or not. And so it's stuff like that where it's like, now there is a, oh, fucking freaked out. Now there is a numerical advantage. And when there's a numerical advantage, you choose that one. All right, we're gonna stop the walk here because my tracking is freaking out and I keep looking at myself in the tracking, and the fact that my arm keeps dying and my leg is sticking out to the side, it's annoying me and I don't want to look at it anymore. And also I gotta take the trash out. So, hey, perfect timing. The video is done too. So, I'm gonna pause that. Maybe we'll slide myself over a little bit. Hello. And we're gonna find someone to raid into. Right after I take my hands off in a way that keeps everything on display. It's very important. All right, who have we got who's online? Yeah, sorry for these being like streams that have a fast cutoff, but it is technically like the middle of the workday, so I do need to be active and be present in that. Hi Jojo. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go raid into Tolk, because Tolk is doing a partner push, and I want to support that. I would go into like I know Desmond's also live, but Desmond's not doing a partner push, and Tolk is, so we support the homies. If Desmond was doing a partner push, I would go into Desmond, but anyway, you know how this works. So we are going to go raid. We are going to get our raid messages. First one is if you don't have my emotes. Second one is if you do, either by subscribing or using your channel points, get yourself the point and love emotes. We are going to /raid. We're gonna go raid into Tolk. Tolk Television. Currently just chatting, but I think he's gonna be playing a game here in a minute. Make sure that you're gonna have the little like raid thing in your address bar. Make sure that you get rid of that and refresh the page so that your view counts. Make sure that you interact in the chat at least one time so that Twitch knows that you're real. And yeah, if you can, like, follow, subscribe Tolk. We're trying to get him that partner, because this is like his second, third time trying, and he deserves it. And we got my socials. Follow me on all the places. Check me out on Blue Sky. That'll be the first place where the new model shows up, so keep an eye out there. Thank you for streaming. Thank you. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do another walking stream. It's gonna be another one of these. So I will see you then, starting at the same time that I did this week. Hopefully that works out for everyone. And yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day or night, whichever it is for you. And I will see you all next time. I don't have an outro, so bye-bye!